I recorded this entire video and it either didn't record or something happened. Anyway, let's try this again. Tretinoin. When I posted this to my story over a month ago, I got so many DMs with questions, so I am here to answer them to the best of my knowledge. My ability? Best of my ability. So first of all, what is tretinoin? It is a vitamin A. It's a prescription though. So I got this from my dermatologist. I went into the dermatologist for an under eye rash that wasn't going away. And I started talking to her about how I'm getting married and I wanted to start getting on a skin regimen, but I had clogged pores. And I was more inquiring about a facial routine. And she was like, well, what about tretinoin? Have you ever heard of it? Have you ever done it? I use a retinol already. And she was like, well, let's give it a try. Just so you know, you might purge. And I was like, you know what? It's worth it. If I will have good skin by the time my wedding, it's worth it. I need to be getting ready while I'm talking because I actually have to go somewhere. So bear with me. So to summarize, I didn't go into the dermatologist asking for tretinoin. She actually brought it up. And I had heard of it before because I do use a retinol and I've seen other TikTok videos about it. This is the one I am on. I'm starting on 0.025. So that is the weakest amount you can start on. So it is used for acne or clogged pores, which is kind of in my case, and also anti-aging. So that is also another benefit that I'm getting out of this. If you don't know this, I'm 27. I just turned 27. I can't believe how am I this old? Anyway, besides the point. So I'm 27 and I'm starting this journey. So basically what it does is it increases your cell turnover rate. So kind of the reason that you purge is because you are going to, it kind of sounds like mean, but like you were gonna have those breakouts anyway. It's just making them happen faster and getting them out. So then you can have flawless skin. So if you end up getting the flawless skin, it's all worth it. But I'm kind of in that phase where I'm like, so when is that gonna happen? It's already gotten better because it has to get worse before it gets better. A lot of mine are those closed comedones, which is just annoying. They're just frustrating because it's just small bumps. And then a little bit of dry skin. I've been doubling up my moisturizers, but I haven't peeled or anything, so that is good news. So let's talk about how I eased into it. I got prescribed tretinoin and my dermatologist said use this every night. And I was like, oh wow, okay, like we're going all in. And I happened to see my sister-in-law that night and she was like, do not do that. Your skin will freak out, which thank God I didn't, because I did see other videos like warning that. It obviously depends on your skin type. I do think if you don't deal with acne, this probably won't be the case for you purge wise. So what I did is you do only a pea-size amount. You do not, this is not a like, oh my God, let me do more so it works better or faster. That is not the case. Less is more. A pea-size amount over my entire face. And it's same thing as retinol. Double cleanse, gentle cleanser. Pea-size amount, moisturizer. That is literally it in the routine. And you have to wear SPF because it makes your skin extra sensitive to the sun. A couple of other tips and notes is make sure your face is completely dry. That is like a big one because of how fast it'll absorb into the skin and can cause irritation. What I did personally, everyone's skin is different, keep this in mind, is I started with once a week for 2 weeks and I kind of just felt it out. I do think my skin didn't get irritated because I have been using a retinol, so it wasn't like vitamin A was such a shock to it, if that makes sense. That's just a theory of mine, by the way. Then I increased to twice a week. My dog is psychotic. And now I am at every third night. And I kind of like the every third night because the next night is like full recovery, more so very moisturizing. I've been a little nervous because keep in mind, I've only been doing this, I think it's 6 weeks. I've been a little nervous having any other actives in my routine because I want to get through this purge. So I'm keeping it very, very simple. As someone who kind of used to use a lot of products, my routine is very basic because the end goal is beautiful, flawless skin. So hopefully I will make an updated video. Okay. So hopefully I'll make an updated video in a few months and my skin will be just that. Oh, I should mention what I'm using for moisturizer is CeraVe. And then I also like the Inky List, this Omega Water Cream. You don't want there to be an ingredient that will react with the vitamin A, if that makes sense. The other routines are rotating once a month, microdermabrasion, hydrofacial. As I had mentioned on my Instagram stories, last year I focused so much on my hair health and this year I'm really really focusing on my skin health. I'm a huge believer in internal things can also cause skin reactions, so I'm also working with a holistic doctor on that, so that's a whole other story, a whole other video. As for tretinoin, I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope I gave you some, I don't want to say warnings, but I did a lot of research so you wouldn't have to. And if you have any other further questions, then feel free to comment and I'll get back to you. I just want to make it very clear, yes, I am purging, and it's been really hard on me if I'm being completely honest. It's made me not want to film as much, not really want to go out in public. I know for some people you're like, literally shut up, your skin's not that bad. It's more for, it's everyone has their own insecurities, and it's just like, I haven't dealt with this in so many years because I used to have acne when I was younger, and so it's a little hard, but I'm just really hoping and confident that this will work out and it will be worth it, and then I'll be telling all of you guys, do it, push through, you can do it. So let's just hope for the best.